Since the launch of the original Nintendo Switch, I have tested dozens of different docks for that system. That is why one of the biggest bummers for me about the Nintendo Switch 2 is the fact it can't use any of those docks. The reason being, it needs a higher voltage according to manufacturers than what the original Nintendo Switch did. That's in a electronics level what the difference is. Physically, they changed some of the spacing of the pins and whatnot underneath that align with the bottom of the console. Anyways, as you can see, I have my Switch 2 dock here. So how is that playing back there? Well, I recently picked up this here. This is just called the ubiquitous, it's the Switch 2 dock. I will have a link down below to where you can pick this up off of Amazon for about $35. Now let's take a real quick look at it. So there is our Super Mario Switch OLED. Here is our Switch 2 and the Switch 2 dock. We're going to turn it around here. So here you can see our Switch OLED next to our Switch 2 and the Switch 2 portable small slimline dock. Now, looking at the back here, it is pretty simple and straightforward. You do have two USB-A ports or USB-C. There's a button to toggle you back and forth between tabletop and TV mode, and then your HDMI as well. And it does color code the blue and the red on that side too. So overall, very slimline, basic design. Very nice from a minimalistic standpoint. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're working on our full-blown review. We've got it about half done at this point. Couple early observations on it. I do feel like the colors are a bit washed out on this versus what the Switch 2 dock is. Also, only use the OEM official Nintendo power supply on stuff like this. That's why I actually bought a second power supply. But so far, so good for a dock that's about 35 bucks compared to, well, 120 for a new dock and another power supply. Let me know what you think down below in the comments.